Hello, back at it again. It is 6:46 in the morning. Off Torino Real, which is off of 31st Street, a little bit past the mall, heading back to the house. Not too shabby of a morning, man. I made like maybe $7 on Uber Eats. I only took the one order, but I did make an extra. Oh no, I should say extra. I did make $30 on Doordash, earned by time. There's one Starbucks, the rest of it was McDonald's orders and Whataburger and one Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box took a while, that's to be expected. That's why I'm glad I kind of did earn by time. It was like almost $8 in base pay. I don't remember if the guy tipped or not. The person was even messaging me saying, that Jack in the Box is slow AF. You know what AF stands for. He said he was gonna put extra tip on the order. I don't remember if he did or not, to tell you the truth. I did another McDonald's order where another customer. This has been happening a lot recently, actually, where a customer is ordering lunch stuff during breakfast, so you gotta cancel the order. And to cancel the order on Doordash like that, when you go through the prompts, you gotta say item is missing. Now, if there's 4 or 5 items, you gotta do that process 5 times. You say item is missing, which one? This one. Item is missing, which one is this one? And once you have them all deleted, they'll have you contact support, contact an agent, and then the agent, I guess, calls the store, verifies everything, or whatever their process is, and then they cancel. And they said they were gonna give me half pay. It'd be within 24 hours. It was within a few minutes, but it wasn't even $3. But I didn't wait that long, to tell you the truth. So, it was something. But yeah, not too terrible. Not too terrible. Not too much to report. I did go out last night. Made my $30. It was on Uber Eats. Some Applebee's runs. Dinner Rush pays better. There's no other way around it. If you're listening to this and you have the free time to do the Dinner Rush, between 5 o'clock and maybe 9 o'clock, anytime in between there, you'll make a pretty substantial amount of money. You got a decent decline in it, of course. There's got to be more opportunities and higher dollar amounts. You go to a restaurant, man, you look at a menu, you look at the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, dinner, they gotta pay more. When they tip by percentages, the dollar amounts are more, and people are just off work, may not want to cook, may not want to go through the hassle, they might just want stuff brought to their house. So there's a pain there that you can fix. They don't want to go out there and get the food, they don't want to cook, you can take care of that for them, bring them the food. Some people will pay nicely for that. The ones that don't, you don't have to deliver their order. Remember, you can decline orders. Don't feel like you have to take an order. If it makes sense to you, the money's right, it meets your time constraints, it meets whatever goals you have, then take it. If you're gonna take an order, if you think you gotta take an order and you can't get it done because you have obligations, or you only have a set amount of time, and making that maybe it might even be $5 or $6. If you got a short amount of time to make money, you have the option to decline it. This is not W-2 work. You're in charge of your time. You're responsible for what you take. So that's that. Like I said, I'm on my way back to the house. My daughter has mathnasium today. She had the option to go to school, not today. Why she has the option is because there's a UMHB basketball game that she has the option to go to. If she doesn't want to go to it, she has the option to stay home. At first, she was talking about taking the day off because she was nervous, being around that many people. It's kind of scary and it's big. told her I'll support her either way. I told her I think it would be a really good benefit for her to, first of all, face your fears. Plus, going to a live game is, there's a lot of energy there. It's entertaining. There'll be a experience she can talk about. And as it stands right now, she says she's going to go. Now, if she changed her mind at the house, so be it. But as far as I know, she's moving forward, going to go with this game. She's got to face her fears. She even told me, she goes, I got a lot of good friends that I'll be around, and I think I'll be okay. I'll go. And if she does that, I'll be proud of her. And if she doesn't go, she's still my little girl. I'll still be proud of her. I let her make a decision what she wants to do. So, and that's that. She had pajama day yesterday at school, which is always cute. She went to school in her pajamas. I don't like her going out in public in pajamas, but for school, not a problem. She came back. She goes, "Yeah, I wish I could go to school like this every day because she's comfortable." I get that, but it's not pajama day. She's not going to be going to school in no pajamas. Let's see. She has the rest of this week for school, and then she has a couple of weeks off. She's looking forward to that. She's counting the days of Christmas Eve because she knows she can open up a present. She can't wait to go see her Aunt Helen because she only sees her like once a year. It's like a family thing. Plus, her Tio Ricky and Tia Darlene are gonna come by the house this Christmas, which is always a treat for her. She doesn't get to see them very often. They're involved in their life. They got their things that they do. They're married but no children, so they're living their life. And plus, they spoil her. They spoil her with gifts. Always do it big, but she likes that too. But I think she wants to see it more than anything. Jocelyn's got a lot of heart, man. Seeing her family, she tells me like all the time. She misses the family she doesn't see in a while, man. She always tells me she misses them. She wishes she could go over to their house and things like that. I wish we could do that all the time. But the reality is we have our things, she has her things, they have their lives, we all have schedules. There's only so many hours a day to complete what we want to complete, so that's reality. Even if you're a millionaire or a billionaire with, passive income where 100% of your time is yours, you still wouldn't be able to get everything you want done in a day. There's just so many things to do. So many options. You only can be so many places at one time. You can't be in two places at one time. But I'm preaching to the choir there. I figured I'd just share that. I'm about ready to get on HK Dodge and Loop again. So we still got a little bit of time, so I'll just jaw jacking with you for no reason. But yeah, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be Tuesday, or it is Tuesday. It's not going to shouldn't be too heavy of a day. I can actually be at the house with Jocelyn. I'm hoping we were playing catch a bit last night out front. Kind of like that. Just throwing her grounders, throwing it up in the air so she can act like she's catching pop flies. We got some time in. I'm hoping maybe we can get some more of that time today. With it being winter time, the sun goes down real quick, real early now, so there's only so much daylight. So we're going to use up as much as we can of that daylight, be productive, have her grow even the smallest of ways. I try to give her some tips and tricks. In softball, I am nowhere near a subject matter expert in softball, but I do listen. I can learn by watching and observing. I see some things she can tweak, like like if there's a grounder, instead of waiting for the ball, charge the ball. I see they encourage that, so I try to put that out there. The ball gets past her, she doesn't get a chance to walk. If the ball past her, she misses a catch. First thing her mouth is play is not over, because that happens in a game. She misses the ball, she can't just pout and go walk over and get the ball. That runner's still running. Those people are still trying to get to that home